I mean, Mario's going to play a big role. You know, they're a very big spread team, and they like to get you out in the open. And Mario is a very good open field player. So for him to be able to make plays in space is going to be very big time for us.
Is this one of the teams where Mario's going to be counted on most? Because, like I said, they're trying to take guys out of the box, and it's going to be, I mean, not just up to him, but
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
up to him to.
it's not going to just be Mario. It's going to be up to our whole D line and everybody who's actually pressuring, just actually getting their rush lanes and staying in their rush lanes and be able to contain them. But knowing that he's a running quarterback and he can run the ball very well, so just being able to get out there and keep him contained, and that's going to be a big factor in this game.
What is the thing that stands out most just when you watch him, Mariota on film?
He actually has pretty good speed for a quarterback. I actually, to get him and see him pull the ball out in a couple of reads and be able to outrun the DNs, linebackers, and even DBs is, you usually don't see that from a quarterback. It's more of skilled people who can do that, but he has pretty good speed to play quarterback.
How much has Franklin helped this week so far in terms of scouting and stuff like
he's
that?
a very good simulation. John Franklin's one of the fastest people on this team, so I mean to be able to go and get that sort of real time. The real-time speed of the game like that in practice, it helps us out a lot.
Terrance, you weren't 100% really the last couple games. How important is this having all these weeks off so you can heal up and be 100%?
I mean, it's very important. I mean, right now, that's what my main focus is, to try and get as healthy as I can before we play Oregon, and we do have a couple of weeks to that point. So, I mean, I'm just, standing in the training room, getting as much treatment as possible, and trying to be as close to 100% as I can.
How long has it been since you've been 100%?
I mean, it's been a while. I've had a couple, nicks and bruises here and there, but last time I was probably fully 100% was maybe Notre Dame.
How limited did you feel because of the injuries?
I mean, against Georgia Tech, it was a little bit of a setback because they're a big cut blocking team, and to have a knee injury like that, it kind of makes you a little hesitant or something like that. But I mean, as far as limited, I wasn't too limited out there. I mean, I maybe not could have been full speed, but I was still able to run around and make a couple plays.
Going back to Franklin, how important has his versatility been? I mean, being able to do the triple option one week and then going to the spread.
John helps us out a lot. He gives us really good looks. He was a big component in us preparing for Auburn last year. Is playing the role of Nick Marshall, and for him to just be able to come in and actually give us that speed as at the scout team look, that's very important to have that ability.
He said earlier this week that you guys you score. You end up allowing a score, and then he's looking at the defense like, come on guys, you guys stop that. With me, how come we couldn't stop it there? How's that interaction like with you guys between John?
Say that again.
I said earlier this week he said that, or he jokes around with you guys when you guys allow a score, that he says, come on, you guys stopped me from doing that. How come you couldn't stop them? What's that interaction like with him trying to really help you guys?
I mean, that's what he's out there giving it his best every day. So I mean, he gives us the best look possible. And I mean, we do our best to stop him, in practice. But in the game, it's a whole different situation. There's a whole lot of different more variables because John is not the only guy who can go full speed. Offenses. Our scout team does the best job they can giving us the look, but to actually go against somebody who does it week in and week out and everybody on the field can go 100%, that's just a completely different look.
Is Oregon actually faster than some of the other teams you play, or is that kind of a little overblown?
I mean, they have pretty good speed at certain positions, but I mean, we play in the ACC. We play a lot of different spread teams, and there's a lot of speed in our conference. So I mean, they're fast, but I mean they're nothing out of the box.
Are they just better at going fast than other teams, do you think?
Yeah, it's more of their tempo. They're more controlled at that, and that's mainly what they try and depend on. Is just basing off their tempo. They don't really run too many crazy plays. They don't run a lot of trick plays. But if they do hit a big play, they're going to be back at the line ready to snap it again. So that's a big part of defense is just being in the right conditioning and having the mindset, beating them back to the ball, getting to the next play, and just keeping the game going.
Anything different you guys have done with conditioning to prepare for that this week, just with the long layover?
I mean, yeah, we've pricked up the intensity in practice. We've done, a little extra conditioning afterwards and everything, but it's just tempo. It's just mainly our focus is beating them back to the ball. We want to be waiting on them when they get to the ball ready to snap it.
Given the layover, how are you guys just motivating each other just to be prepared for the Rose Bowl when it comes around with just the big gap between games?
I mean, we've been motivated all year. We've known what our goal was the whole year. So right now, this is just the next step. This is the next rock in the road, as Jimbo would say. So I mean, we've always been motivated, and it doesn't really change anything, the gap or anything. We're going to prepare the way we always prepare, and this just gives us a little extra time to focus on Oregon and game plan a little bit more.
Has it been fun this year, or is it sort of like the fun kind of starts now for you guys?
I mean, this year's been fun. I mean, you know, we've kind of had, I wouldn't say the band, you know, having people always expect us to win, but you know, just having winning expected, and you know, to finally be able to sit back and enjoy the wins and stuff like that. I mean, that just comes along with this part of the season.
Jimbo said Nile might be coming back the next couple of days in pads as a linebacker. How much important would that be to you guys have another big guy who's a leader up there in front of you?
I mean, to be able to have Nile and Eddie back on the D-line would just be, I mean, that would be a tremendous help as a linebacker. I mean, that was part of the reason that we were so good last year. Is our defensive line was just tremendous. I mean, it freed up me and Telvin a lot. You know, we could go sideline to sideline and just make plays. But to be able to have two threats up there and plus Mario and DeMarcus on the edge and things like that, you know, to be able to have people that require double team blocks and you know just can't get single blocked and have a lineman come up the linebackers, that's a big factor.